Ladies and gentlemen, that's who we love and that's who we serve. You're on IntervisionFM.com. Welcome today to the Intervision FM universe. Today is Tuesday. Looks like it's May 2nd. Wow, 2023. Today we're going to talk about Heaven Fest. We're going to talk about a couple of music promotions. And more importantly, Johnny J, president and station manager of Intervision FM, just came back from Amsterdam. So we're going to talk a little bit about King's Day. You're not going to learn today's podcast on Intervision FM Universe.
How dare you?
Every day of the week, like weekend.
Hi, everybody. This is the Godfather Soul James Brown. I tell you, this business is on. My man is on. Check him out. This is the Godfather Soul James Brown saying stay with it and hit it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the Godfather of Soul. And of course, he never takes any vacations, right?
Oh my God.
Well, that's what dead people do, Johnny. They come out and vote when it's time. They come out and announce podcasts like this one when we summon them via the digital broadcasting that we do. And the dead are really credited with a lot of things. But as in the book of 2 Samuel, hey, once you're dead, you're dead. So now's a really good time to look at the prospect of eternal life through the salvation of the Lord Jesus Christ.
Yes. And today I'm wearing my vacation shirt. So it's
Hey!
wearing that. And, I got a chance to watch some movies and I got to give some props. It's a movie called On the Ups. And it's about this female rapper. Her dad was a famous rapper, but he got killed because, and then it gets into it later on, that the manager got him into this gangster rap. And if you're not really a gangster and you're singing about, doing this game and doing that game, and then they come back at you, sometimes it doesn't go very well. But then he wanted to get his daughter, he said, well, we lost your dad, but now let's get you started down the same track. And it's just words. It doesn't mean anything. And then, she realizes, yeah, words do mean something and she could do better than her dad did before. So
they're a powerful thing, and you can take them to heart, positive or negative. And a good word given to the right person at the right time can really set the track that they'll go down. Conversely, if they receive no word or a bad word, a word that is negative to their character development, sometimes they end up going down a different track.
Oh yeah. So I watched that one, and then I watched this other movie. Then I watched like two movies about football, which I'm not really into football.
Yeah.
But these was like inspirational stories. Like I guess this team in Texas, it was integration, so they mixed this team up together and they started winning tournaments. And then there was this other one with Ice. I thought it was Ice-T, but it was Ice Cube. So it was one of the Ices. And he played the uncle of this girl that he helped her to become a quarterback. And then now you see what's happening today. The guys are saying, well, if women can join our sports, let us join their sports. And it was kind of weird. I'm trying to think, like, we forget how all this initial conditioning got in there. And
That's
now
it.
it's reversed.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, were you even thinking about that? Like when you're hearing about these guys, who still had the Johnsons and everything like that, getting into women's sports, you didn't think about now what led up to this. How do we flip this?
It's funny, Johnny, because I was thinking about this very thing the other day. And at first, when this movement, as it were, started, it was, come on, we got to be more tolerant. Not all of us are made the same way, even though we're all equal. Some of us are made differently. And so we, conservative folks in our wisdom, we wanted to be tolerant. We wanted to be peaceful. And I think that's where things kind of started getting off the rails when folks realized, man, if we can get the evangelical Christians to get on board with being tolerant, well, then we can start doing some other stuff. This is just my own personal opinion, and I was just doing some thinking on it, and I really don't know where I'm going with it, other than a, you know, folks, when you put good things into your mind, you get good stuff out. It's a
Mm.
100% positive result. Conversely, if you put things in there that are not so good into your mind, uh, then sometimes you're not going to get the most positive results. In fact, I would say 100% of the time, garbage in, garbage out. And that also goes for your body.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, you put potato chips in it all day long and Twinkies,
Yeah.
you might get an uplift really quick and an instantaneous gratification as your sugar intake really just makes your body start firing on all cylinders very quickly. But in the long run, that those Twinkies and then potato chips, they're gonna take their toll on you. And so it is important to realize that there is garbage out there, in as much as there is still some good stuff out there. Don't lose hope, folks. Keep the faith and keep your chin up. It's going to be okay.
And when I was going to college, I actually met a lady. I think she's about 27 years old, but she went on a Twinkie Pepsi diet. And at that time, I like Pepsi just as much as anybody, but I couldn't imagine me just drinking. And then I knew this other lady that she bought cases and cases of Pepsi and stuff like that. And in the first lady's case, she lost her memory, and then she had to regain it step by step, and then she went to college. The other lady, she developed this anxiety thing where she couldn't leave the house without thinking that something bad was going to happen to her. And until she stopped drinking all that, what I call sweet water, neither one of them came back until they stopped, abusing the sugar factory. So
Really looking at this type of thing, a number of months ago, I was made to really start examining my personal life and my personal choices. Since this is a family show, I'm just going to say that I got into a situation where my smoking, not cigarettes, got me into a situation where I became homeless. Um, so I'm thinking to myself, well, geez, it's legal. Everything's fine with it. Everybody's pretty much on board with it. And those that are not on board with that kind of thing, that's okay too. But, they don't have to imbibe. They don't have to smoke. But on the other hand, I started to realize some things. One thing being, if you quit smoking and you decide you're going to give it up, do it for the right reasons. Don't do it for well, I just don't want to hear people's guff anymore, and I don't want to get kicked out of my house no more, or blah, blah, blah. Do it for the right reason. Be convicted about it. And, if you decide you're going to quit any given thing, if you fall ever, don't worry about it. Get back up, jump on that horse, ride it, because,
well,
you might.
You were talking about that, and I watched the movie The Serve with Love, and it was this one part when the gym coach wanted this heavyset boy to jump on this it looks like a horse kind of thing. You jump on it and you spring forward, and the kid did it, and then the thing broke, and then the other kid grabbed the stick and was going to beat the gym teacher, and then then Cindy came in and interrupted it and said, "Hey," and then he told the boy, "Go back and apologize to him, because what if you had a gun? What if you had a knife? Then the situation would have been crazy, and you can't handle your situations with violence every time." And Cindy told her, "Did you apologize to him because you were afraid of what your friends here would say to you or do to you? Or did you say apologize because you're becoming a man and you know that was just the right thing to do?"
Yeah, I think that's the big thing, is do it from your heart. If it's in your heart to say, okay, When I was a child, I did childish things. Now that I'm a man, it's time to put away the toys and start getting down to the brass tacks. Now, it took me till I was 52 years old to come to this realization.
Yeah.
And the bottom line is, hey, if I'm a complete and total teetotaler, so to speak, no coffee, no cigarettes, no other than cigarettes, obviously no alcohol, no, 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 all the way across the board. Well, number one, nobody can give me any guff, obviously, because I'm I'm now a teetotaler, and I really don't care what those that imbibe in do or say, because I've reached this higher plane of existence. But
Hmm.
I don't want to be like that. Just because I quit doesn't mean everybody's got to quit. It just means seek your personal Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
Find what He's got to say. Don't worry about what the uh, Johnnies or the Allens have to say about XYZ. You know, Search the Word, get into that Word, and if it tells you certain things, no matter how hard they are, listen to it.
Hmm.
It's better to deal with the hard things, eat your vegetables, as it were, than it is to eat junk food and think that you're going to be okay. That's
Oh,
just
yeah.
the bottom.
Yes, and speaking of being in interesting places, I was in a place where it was legal to not only puff the green stuff, but it
Uh-huh.
was legal to have certain encounters of the um
Oh,
not
the
not
lake.
yeah not the
lake.
UFO kind. Oh man, and
So you got Puff the Magic Dragon, and you've got Ladies of the Night. Those are pretty prevalent out there in Amsterdam.
oh yeah.
There was another thing that was out there's King's Day, right?
Oh yes, and I was amazed that we met people on the way back that were from Colorado that went. And it's like I remember you on the other flight, and it's like what a small world. You're like none of us knew each other that we were going to go this direction, but here's people from all our parts going this King's Day, and then it was packed. Like I said, it was one part where we were going through the crowd and you couldn't move anymore. It just stopped. And so you have to say, okay, how do I do this? Do we plunge through or do we just go back around the other way? And you
Yeah,
sort of got claustrophobic.
yeah. I was gonna say that would freak me out, man. I'm not big on crowds.
Hmm.
I mean, I
Yeah.
like being in front of the crowd, but I do not like being in the crowd.
Oh yeah. Oh man. And I don't think we got to try it. Well, we got to try this one cafe that had cookies in them. And I got a little video. We stood in line for I think it was an hour getting these cookies that it took 15 minutes per person. And it was this long line to get these cookies that they really weren't all of that, but I took a video of it because it was so amazing that it was like, you remember like when Popeye chicken, it was people standing in this long line to get this Popeye chicken sandwich. It was,
Absolutely, I'm
it was,
in one of those lines.
man, but it was just so weird. We were, and we got, it was 8 cookies per person,
Okay.
right? And they said after 3, you may or you may not get any cookies because, they've been baking fresh cookies all day until that time when they slow down and stuff.
Right.
But I took a video of it, so I'm gonna put it together and put it out there and show that. And then the ultimate was the kickoff concert of Metallica.
Wow, you went and saw the kickoff concert of Metallica. I don't follow Metallica much anymore because of the shift that they endured as
Mm.
at the end of stuff after they lost their bass player Jason Newsted, or was it? No, I'm sorry, Cliff Barton.
Mm.
They hired Jason Newsted. I thought, well, that's going to be awesome. But when they got embroiled with Napster and things like that, I kind of determined that they were sort of kind of sellouts in my.
Now, for people who might have not, won't Google it, or I might not remember that. What was all that about? Was it
Well, from what I remember, Napster was a music service that would basically, well, they would pirate people's music. I
Mhm.
definitely am not hip on that, but they're in a different way that they could have worked with Napster, in my opinion, to come to some sort of deal. Napster went by the wayside like MySpace and some of the other early 21st century things. And now we've got services where people are actually paying hundreds upon hundreds of dollars per month just to be subscribed to these services so that they can listen to their favorite recording artists.
Yeah. Yeah. Spotify that's one of them. Yeah. So, okay. So, yeah, I mean, it was two concerts and they said they were going to play two different sets in each concert. And, I did videotape some of it, and which I'm going to probably transfer some of the crowd noises, since we have our hand clap, I'd say, let's do a little like that. But, let's see, I think it's going to be a little bit different as they go to different towns. This was just like a warm up. And then they had some bands that came before. And this one female band, she sounded really good. I said, man, I wish I would have known. I would have came and saw this band. But they didn't really advertise. Well, they sort of did, but didn't advertise they're going to have warm-up groups there. And then of course they had the t-shirt place, and that was like backed up lines. And usually during concerts, I like to eat popcorn and whatever. But the closest I got was like chips. And I didn't do any soda because then I have to go to the bathroom and those lines were crazy.
It's funny because you were bringing up some ideas about venues
Oh,
like porta potties, things like
oh
that.
yeah.
You didn't see too much of that going on in
N-
and you were thinking, boy, I want to be a porta potty entrepreneur.
Oh, what they do have, this is something I've never seen it before. They got this outdoor trough.
Oh yeah.
And you guys, you're pretty much just standing around this thing, guys. It's like, and you're ambushing your urine into this trough, and it's outdoors, right? So right before the concert, you can guys just come go around this thing and pee into that thing, and then they have toilets inside. And of course, I don't think they can make one of those for women, but so they just have the number ones for women, and of course, they're serving hot dogs, hamburgers, and then of course, the chips and other snacks like that. But a really nice lady really helped us out, and she said, "Hey, you need anything? Just come and get me, and I'll let you." And instead of going to the regular bathroom, I'll let you into the official office bathroom, so you don't have to wait, something like that. Really nice lady. I wish I would have remembered her name. Oh, got a video, but just really nice lady. And we saw people there like in wheelchairs and crutches, and older people, young people. And it was just really
Lots
cool.
of other disabilities, but what about the blind community?
Not one.
Wow.
But it's really set up. They got these lights that make a sound. And we didn't see not one, unless they were just, they didn't carry the canes or whatever, but not visibly noticeable. And even at the King's Fest, we saw people, I think we saw like a couple that were in a wheelchair, but that place is not made for any wheelchair accessible. So unless they eat on the patio, and even that is a little iffy
Folks,
kind of thing.
like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. If you are blind and you live in Amsterdam or have lived in Amsterdam, we want to hear from you down below in the comments section. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, Getter, Truth Social, LinkedIn, and a few other different platforms. Hit us up and let us know what your experiences are.
Yeah, but at the festival, I mean, I'm thinking like that would be a great place to party, but because some of the houses along that way, and some of the owners of these houses, and these are like crazy expensive houses, they would say, well, we only let the women in to go to the bathroom. So if you're a guy, you're gonna just have to, and do your thing. But they were letting women in to go to the toilet, and I guess they would charge them so much. Oh, at McDonald's and Starbucks was charging something. I don't know if it was like $1 or $2, something like that. If you had a receipt for the restaurant or whatever, you can go to the bathroom free, but if you didn't, you have to pay a little bit of money.
Oh, interesting. That is very interesting. Sometimes here in the States, before things really got too dicey, they would encourage people to not come in and use their restrooms in the gas stations or grocery stores, unless, of course, they bought something. And
Hmm.
so, I mean, it's not a new idea. It's not a novel idea per se. It is interesting to see now that here in the United States of America, in some places, they're really reticent about letting people go in and use the facilities to relieve themselves.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, the show
Oh
on
yeah.
we were
Oh,
about Metallica. We do
Now,
promote.
yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. We do
I was
promote.
going to say we do promote grassroots musicians, whether they're physically disabled, financially challenged, or both. And so this kind of leads us to the next topic, dealing with Heaven Fest.
Oh yes.
A lot of us blind folks are always thought of as Bible thumpers and sitting in our rocking chair while we're reading our Bibles all day long. Whereas that might be true that some of us, do happen to get bent that way. We're we here at Intervision FM, we're just about promotion of music altogether.
Oh yeah.
But we definitely do concentrate on the physically disabled and financially challenged folks first. So check out the intervisionrecords.org page for any events. There's a school up there that Johnny started for aspiring DJs, broadcasters, podcasters, and that kind of thing. All the information's up there
Oh
on
yeah.
the page.
Yeah, we're doing a special concert on June the 9th, and we're inviting like a different Christian hip hop groups, and we're inviting like young people that have probably never seen like positive music. They only hear the negative music on the radio and people doing negative and crazy things. And these, even though they are Christian contemporary artists, they're not perfect, but they're at least kind of guide people to another type of lifestyle, another type of writing style or listening pleasure. And so that we want to bring them a choice. And speaking of choice, in September the 12th, this artist named NF, who's a hip hop artist, I guess he's going to be promoting his mixed tape at the Paramount. So you can stay tuned for that. And then the Heaven Fest, of course, that's going to be. Did I put the date down there?
I think it's August 10th, 11th, 12th. I don't have the.
No, July.
I'm sorry, July 10th, 11th, 12th. Sorry.
Yeah. And Toby Nack is going to be there. We're going to try to get an interview with him. And then Lauren Daigle and Crowder.
Yeah, Crowder. I think, what's his name? Zach Williams may be there. A whole boatload of other artists. So check out Heaven Fest. And man, I'll tell you, it's always awesome to see folks of like mind get together and just do some jamming for Jesus. Basically, is all I got to say about that.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely gonna check that out, and then who knows? Maybe we may get a live interview with him, but we're definitely going to try to get it before he gets here, and that is going to be cool because we're planning a concert in that month too. So we'll try to like go around those dates, so we don't conflict our event with their event. Because some people would say, "Well, we're trying to choose between your event and their event." Well, I guess we're going to go to their event, or something like that. But anyway, it's going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Oh man, it's just going to be fun. Come join us. We sold 2 tickets so far, but we hope to sell many more. And what we have is tickets are $15 for single, $25 for 2, $5 for parents, because this is a youth kind of thing. And then the day of the show is going to be $5 more. So get your tickets now.
Let me see if I can get this straight. If you are a parent of a child and you bring that child to the event, it's only $5 for you. As a parent.
Yes.
So now, of course, it's $15 for the single ticket for your child.
So it's $20 altogether. Yeah.
Yeah, $20 altogether. It's really, really, really reasonable when you consider the fact that you're paying, oh gosh, $100 or more sometimes for a concert ticket. And it's just a situation where you're sitting there. You're not doing anything other than just sitting there. This is going to be a little bit different, isn't it?
Oh yeah, and we're planning on live streaming it too. So get your tickets for that. Say if you're not in America or you're not in Colorado and you want to see the event, shoot us an email info@innovationfm.com and we'll work out something where you can we'll be able to send you a streaming link to the event as well.
Let's pretend, folks, that you may be busy and can't make the concert and still want to be able to help. A good way for you to be able to do that is to make donation by hitting paypal.me/InnervisionDenver. That's paypal.me/InnervisionDenver. And any donations that you make will go to helping the aspiring DJs, podcasters, broadcasters, promotion of these concerts. We do want to be transparent with everybody. So also consider joining the newsletter. And if you've got any additional topics, if you're a aspiring grassroots musician, if you're financially challenged or physically disabled, if you're just a Christian musician that wants to get a hold of us, or if you're any musician for that matter, info@innervisionfm.com. That's our email address.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's so many things happening, and we just really appreciate like people that you're supporting our nonprofit, and we'll be announcing, let's see, another grant that we just got as soon as it comes in, and I haven't checked the mail in a few days, so we may have some other people that have supported while we were gone. But we really appreciate everybody, and what can I say? Thank you very much.
Well, let's go ahead and do the sponsors, and we'll go ahead and leave you guys with the Christian Brothers Moving Company. They're based in the great state of Texas,
Yes.
also in Phoenix, Arizona, and Englewood, Colorado. Hit these folks up. They're a family-owned business that helps to move folks throughout the nation, wherever you may be. Hit them up. We also got Eeny Meeny Grants, and let's see,
different
arts
and venue. Yes, that one as well. Definitely. Yes.
Like I said, hit us up at the info@innervisionfm.com if you are a sponsor looking to help blind folks, physically disabled folks, just your basic financially disabled folks as well. We're all in this together, folks.
Oh yeah, definitely. And so I want to thank you guys for joining us today. Jimmy Lee Tillman will be on soon. He has something important bill that's going to be talked about education and so forth. So when that happens, and we're planning on probably changing our times here pretty soon, and it will be next week. It'll probably be like around 5 p.m.
That's standard.
Yeah. And so look forward for that. And just a lot of things are just, we try new things and flip things a little bit. And because we want to get like more live participation. And we figure like a lot of you are probably at work at this time and you catch the later show. But leave your comments down in the comment line, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, set that notifications bell to all if you're watching us on YouTube or other platform that has similar notification protocols. This way, anytime we do a live broadcast, you'll be notified.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, I just heard from my grandmother. She's going to take lunch, and then we'll be meeting. So I'm going to get ready for that. And oh man, it's all good. So see you guys tomorrow, and have a fantastic day. Here on Innovision FM or out there, something like that.
Folks, God bless.
Yes. Double.